Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is where we talk about all things books. And today is day 2 of Bookmas. Okay, so today we are going to be doing my November wrap up for day 2 of Bookmas. I did not read a whole lot in November. I didn't, but what I read, I thoroughly enjoyed. They were some of my favorite books of the year, honestly. The first one, I already told you about it. It was codename Edelweiss or Edelweiss, however you pronounce it. But it was so amazing. If you didn't watch the video, I will link it above and you can go watch it. But just to give you a brief recap, codename Edelweiss is about a young woman who is a German working at the MGM studios in Hollywood as a secretary or a stenographer, I think is what they're called. Anyway, she ends up getting fired and then hired by a Jewish lawyer to become a spy for the German Nazis. It's set in World War II time frame, and it is actually, from what I've seen, based off of a true story that actually did happen in California during World War II. And so I thoroughly enjoyed this book so much. And you can go listen to me talk about it in my other video that I will have linked in the description or above, whichever one. I haven't decided. I may do both. I'm just going to do both. So the second book I read was also by the same author, Stephanie Lansom, and its name is In a Far Off Land. I enjoyed this one as well. I didn't enjoy it as much as codename Edelweiss, though, I will say that. However, this one I did enjoy. It is a take off of the prodigal son, except it is a young woman who leaves home with the thought of trying to save the farm to go become an actress, and she gets involved in a lot of risque, sketchy things and ends up coming back home. And it, like I said, it is basically the prodigal son. And I did enjoy this one. It was a lot of emotions, but what I didn't like about it was I didn't enjoy the way the whole murder, because, okay, let me just say, let me back up for a second. This book is about a young woman who leaves home to become an actress. And while she is there, she ends up being framed for murder. And that's not a spoiler or anything. That's actually in the book description. So just warning you. What is a spoiler, a little bit of a spoiler, is how they reveal the murder. I did not enjoy that. It was, to me, it was built up and then just the climax just didn't seem to give that bang that I wanted. It really didn't. It was just kind of a, here it is, ta-da. And I didn't like that aspect of it, but that is pretty much the only complaint I have of the book. That, and towards the end of the book, it did feel a little rushed and kind of more telling versus showing. And there were some things that could have been expounded upon, but it wasn't. And I really wish those aspects were delved into a little more. Now, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed both of these books. I did. They were such great historical books. One of them was historical espionage with a tiny bit of romance in it, which was codename Edelweiss, and the other one was biblical and historical, and it had a whole lot of romance in it as well. That one had more romance than codename Edelweiss. I enjoyed both of them, but I enjoyed Codename Edelweiss more. That one was my favorite of the two. But yes, those are what I read for November. I did not read a whole lot. I just didn't. But what I did read was amazing. And you know what? I would much rather read less and enjoy what I'm reading than read a ton of books and dislike what I've been reading, which is what has been happening in the past. So I'm learning to slow down and choose my books better. And honestly, so far it's working. It's working really, really well. And yeah, I may, yeah, I'm probably going to keep doing it like this. I'm really enjoying these books so much. I'm hoping that Codename Edelweiss is actually going to be a series because it actually ended with a little bit of open space and room for there to be another book in it. That would be amazing because I did enjoy it as well. And I would like to see more on the spies in Hollywood during World War II. I mean, to me, it's interesting. It's a new kind of take on just the um, same old World War II in Europe and that kind of thing. But like I said, I really, really enjoyed both of these books. And I think I have found a new favorite author. So if you decide to read any of these books, let me know. And if you have read them, let me know what you think about them, if you enjoyed them or not. And I will see you all tomorrow for day 3 of Bookmas. Bye!